Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube video. This is me, Alicia. If this is your first time here, and if not, welcome back. Alright, so this is a fun video. This is actually a video that just like randomly showed up in my comments. I can't remember what video it was, but one girl was like, oh my gosh, you have a lot of Louis Vuitton, you should do a collection on it. And it wasn't until she said it that I went and was looking at like all the Louis Vuitton items that I have, and I was like, yeah, I do have quite a few. So this is my Louis Vuitton collection. Alright, so a little backstory. I've been obsessed with Louis Vuitton probably since high school. It was one of those brands that, it was one of the first luxury brands that I knew about, and I could readily point it out on someone. I grew up in the country, especially went to high school in the country, so the big brands that I see now, the YSL, the Balenciaga, those weren't really brands that were known to me back in the day. Louis Vuitton was. It was one of those brands I was like, if I could just have something Louis Vuitton, I know I've made it. With God's grace, several years later, we have a massive Louis Vuitton collection. So, gonna take you guys through my collection. I'm gonna start with the earliest piece I got, so like my first piece, and then work our way moving forward. Kind of gonna give you where it is that I bought it. Can't really give you the price point because most of the stuff I did get overseas, and I'll kind of talk about why I got it overseas, and I just don't really feel like doing the euro conversion. But you are welcome to go to the Louis Vuitton website like in London or in France, and you can get the euros and kind of just do your own calculation. So let's get into it. Alright, so the first piece, I actually still have the box because even though I bought it overseas, I knew I wanted to keep the box. So my Louis Vuitton collection is I think it's fairly like new. Me and my husband love to travel. It was one of those things where we were like, hey, let's just hold off on having kids, and we wanted to spend our money on travel, and that's something that we both agreed on. So we started traveling, and so we're going overseas in Europe, and I'm seeing the places, and I'm seeing that the prices are a lot cheaper. Like when we went to Barcelona, I was like, oh my god, the prices is a lot cheaper. Maybe we went to Rome first. We went to Rome first, and I saw that the price was a lot cheaper for luxury items. And so later on that year, I knew we were going to Paris. And for me, I knew that I wanted to get my first Louis Vuitton purchase in Paris. I think it's just something about getting it where it was from. So we go to Paris for New Year's. If you've never been to Paris for New Year's, a lot of stuff is closed. A lot of things are closed. And we had a very tight travel period. I don't even think we were there for a week. So we go to Paris and we're shopping. I think it's the day of New Year's. Yes, because we're leaving the next day because I have to get back because I'm closing. Like I have to get back to work. And so it's the day of New Year's. Some places are open, many places are closed. So we're going. We're looking at some stuff, and we're novices because we've never bought any luxury items. So we go in the Louis store, and I'm like, I want to get my Neverfull from Paris. So pick it out, and then she starts asking for passports, and I'm like, I don't have a passport. She's like, oh no, just a picture. I'm like, I don't even have a picture. Once again, these are things you should probably read up on before you go. I didn't have a picture. I was just told to just not travel with your passport, so I had it in the safe. And it was late. They were about to get ready to close, and she was like, well, I have to have a passport in order to be able to check you out. And I was extremely deflated because I was like, all right, I come all the way to Paris. I don't know when's the next time we're coming back to Paris. I wanted to get my Louis Vuitton item in Paris. I was so hurt. My husband was like, there was literally nothing that we could do, because by the time we went back to our hotel, grabbed our passport, and came back, the store would have been closed. So I'm just deflated. It didn't mess up the trip because I try not to get that upset. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna get upset, but it just is what it is. So we get back, we're packing. The next morning we get up and we get to the airport, and as we take Charles de Gaulle, and as we're passing through security, do you want to know what was on the right? A Louis Vuitton store in the airport, in the Charles de Gaulle airport. That was God let me know. But there's a will, there's a way. So I got my Neverfull from the Louis Vuitton store at the Charles de Gaulle airport, and that's why I have the box, because this was basically my personal item. I carry this on, so I still have it. This is actually the only thing that I still have, the box and the bag. I literally don't have a bag for anything else because I felt like it's so nostalgic. Now, I didn't go with the regular signature print because I wanted something a little different. I went with their brown checked, and I just love it. It's got the red on the inside, and of course it has a little pouch that goes with it, but I felt like I could have slept like this the whole ride on the plane. So this was my very first item, was the Neverfull that I got from the Louis Vuitton store at the Charles de Gaulle airport. I was excited. Okay, let's move on. Not every story is going to be this long. I realize I'm probably spending like 3 or 4 minutes on this one, but just kind of wanted you guys to know that the very first Louis Vuitton bag means a lot and it's special to me, and that's why I still have the box and the bag. Moving right along. All right, so moving right along, we are back in the States, and I now have the Louis Vuitton itch, but I realized, I want to say, I'm being completely honest, I don't really know exact, I'm giving estimates, but I want to say that that might have been $300 to $400 cheaper over there than it is over here. It might be more, it might have been less. I just know that I saved a ton of money getting it from over there. And so I knew next up that I wanted to get the Toiletry 26 bag, and I'll pop up a picture here because everybody was wearing it as like a clutch. Like it was, I think this was circa 2017, 18, yeah, 2017. Everybody had this bag. Like every influencer had this bag, and I knew I wanted this bag. But it felt like it was sold out absolutely everywhere. And I was at the point where I was about to pay, I was gonna go and pay full price at my local Louis Vuitton store here. But I looked up and found this pre-loved on Fashion File, and that is my Toiletry 26. Ding, 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 ding. I love it. I think it was, I'm pretty sure I can look it up. I wanna say I paid it wasn't too much away from the regular price. I want to say, let's do some research. So on the website, this bag is going for $675. Once again, I'm pretty sure that that's probably a price hike because I don't know of a single designer that hasn't gone up on their prices. Take a look at Chanel. So everybody's going up. I've heard like literally Louis Vuitton's gone up on all their prices. So I don't really know what the price was back in 2017 when I first got this bag. But I did get this bag on Fashion File for $305, and I'm obsessed. I even went so far as to, I got this little insert. I don't really want to take it out, but I got this little insert from Amazon, and I literally just put in Toiletry 26 pouch. And it's this little insert. I like it because it has these two things on the outside that allow you to put a chain on it, and I'll pop up a picture of me having it in here. And then it has on the inside just like cards, so it makes it, instead of it just being a cosmetic bag, which is exactly what it is, it's a toiletry bag, it turns it into a clutch that you can actually like use. So this was my next bag that I got because I mean I still actually use this. This is one of those things that I will carry around pretty often, especially when I can add the chain to it. But I love it, and I felt like the $300 and something was a steal. Like I was stalking the Fashion File website. I was very, very excited about this. All right, next up is actually two things. So me and husband, we try to go overseas at least once a year. Try to do it twice, but at least once a year. And so normally what I'll do is I will screenshot what I'm looking for so that I don't get over there and get distracted. And two things that I had on my list when I went over there was I wanted to get the sneakers that I've seen people on that I've been told is really comfortable, and then I knew I wanted to get a Speedy bag. I wasn't sure if I wanted to get the Speedy 20 with the strap or just the regular Speedy 30, but I knew those were two items that I wanted to get. So went to Barcelona later that year for our anniversary, picked those two up. First up are the Louis Vuitton. These are the light arch trainers. This is also back when these big bulky trainers were still a thing in trend. I'm pretty sure they still are. I think now it's just maybe like the New Balance dad shoes. I don't know when that became a thing, but it'll never become my thing. Anyway, so picked these puppies up, love them. They are super comfortable, so if I'm like quickly running errands and all that kind of stuff, I will pop these on. I try not to wear them that often because, I mean, they're Louis Vuitton sneakers. I don't really want to get them dirty, and they're white. I did keep the bag for these just because I know that there will probably sooner than later become a time when I will probably sell these to Fashion File. I mean, you can tell like they look barely worn, but there will probably come a time when I'll sell these to Fashion File when I'm just not in the sneaker, like I'm barely a sneaker person anyway. So probably, being honest, maybe around like late this year, early next year, I'll sell them to Fashion File because I'm just not in it anymore. But in the meantime, they did serve me very, very well. So I picked up these while I was in Barcelona, and then while I was also there, I decided on the flight that I wanted to get the Speedy 20 with the strap, because I don't mind holding a bag like this, but I would prefer the option of being able to like hold it like this or take it off and wear it as a shoulder, like a shoulder strap. So that was my goal, was to get the Speedy 20 with the strap, or the 25 with the strap. And so I get over there and we go to, I want to say it was 2 different Louis Vuitton stores in Barcelona, and they didn't have it. They didn't have the 20 or the 25. All they had was the 30, and so I picked up the 30, and I just think this is a classic. This was actually the first bag that I wanted to get, but then I was like, I was carrying, at that time I was going into the office, and I was like, the Neverfull kind of works as like the Neverfull is kind of like a carry-out. It can be a work bag, it can be a carry-on. It was like a little bit of everything. So when it came time to be my first bag, I was deciding between the Speedy and the Neverfull, and decided to go with the Neverfull. So I knew that my next big like Louis Vuitton bag purchase, I knew I wanted it to be the Speedy 30, and that is exactly what I got. I love her. I did have so the same thing, like if you Google on Amazon the Toiletry 26 insert, you can do the same thing. You can do a Speedy 30 insert, and I had one. I just don't remember where it went. I'm pretty sure it's probably in, that's where I think it probably is. I think I put it in my Saint Laurent tote up there because I was using it as kind of like a carry-on. I needed a little structure in that tote, so I think I'm just gonna get another one. They were cheap. I want to say less than $25 on Amazon. So this is the next one. Like I said, I did get this one. I got this one, and then I got the Light Arch trainers from the Louis Vuitton store in Barcelona. All right, so that was 2000. Did I say 18? I think we went to Barcelona in 2019. That was 2019. 2020 rolls around, and of course we both know what happened in 2020. So we went absolutely nowhere. But I still wanted to get my Louis Vuitton itch. So I went to where I went, I normally go to Fashion File to get 90% of my pre-loved designer items, because I think they have a great selection. I don't have to worry about it not being authentic, even though like the Toiletry 26 bag that I did get from Fashion File, I did take it to my local store for them to authenticate it. So you do have that. Well, if you have a store around, you do have options. Some stores do not authenticate it, some stores do. I'm lucky that I had a friend who worked in Saks who was like, hey, I'll, you know, make sure this is good for her. So I do have that option here in my store. So 2020 rolls around, whole pandemic happens, we go nowhere, but I still wanted something. So I went to Fashion File. I actually saw my girlfriend with this bag, and every time I saw it, like if we weren't friends, I literally would have stolen it from her. I would have waited until she was inebriated and I would have stolen it. I was like, I'm obsessed with this bag. So I asked her to give me the name of it, and she did, and I went on Fashion File and just stalked the website. And this is the Monceau 28M. We both know I'm not good with that. This is, let me look it up. I think I screenshotted it. Yes, this is the Louis Vuitton Monogram Monceau, M-O-N-C-E-A-U 28 bag. And she is gorgeous. I carry this bag more often than I probably should. I'm obsessed with this bag. This is probably my favorite Louis Vuitton bag that I have. It's just, you open it right here, so it kind of gives you like a luggage opening feel. It's super spacious. It has a space right here at the beginning, and then it has this thing that literally, like, it expands as big as you want. It does have a strap. I just have it sitting off in here when I'm not using it. And y'all, I just love this bag. I ended up paying, what is that, $985 for this bag, and we both know that, like, for a Louis Vuitton bag, that's actually really, really inexpensive. I probably wore this bag for like 2.5 months straight in the middle of COVID. I was going nowhere. I was like, oh, when you go to the store, I'll go. Obsessed with this bag. So this is probably definitely one of my favorite Louis Vuitton purchases. All right, so that was 2020. Fast forward to 2021. It's opening up a little bit. Me and my husband had originally planned to go to Greece in 2020, so we had to move that and go in 2021. So we're in Greece, and I picked these up because I had a friend. Now mind you, I did get a pair. These are the Bom Dia Mules for Louis Vuitton, which is just basically their version of the Birkenstock sandal. Now I did buy a pair of these from Fashion File pre-loved in 2020 because I really wanted to try them. In my defense, it literally stated on the description that it wasn't the best quality shoe. So when I got it, there were like some strings that were slowly coming apart. You can tell that it had been already formed to whoever was wearing the shoe. So it was probably like in like a B- condition, but I really wanted to try them to see if I loved them, and I did. I was obsessed with them. So when I went to Greece, my girlfriend was like, if they have any of those sandals, get me a pair, because at the time they were sold out at online, and then at the Louis Vuitton store here, and then also at the Louis Vuitton store we tried in Nashville. So it was sold out. So she's like, if you see them, grab me a pair. So we're in the Louis Vuitton store in Mykonos, and I see them. I was like, oh, can you grab me these? And I was gonna get them for her. And then I got to thinking, I was like, this is such a good deal. I think I want a new pair for myself, because I had already gotten the other ones used and they were like on their last leg. When am I coming back? I was like, oh, well, do you have a size yada yada yada? He was like, yeah. I was like, I'll take 2 pair. So I picked these up while I was in Greece. I did get them brand new, and I have worn these shoes to death. I love it. I will say, you have to wear them for a few wears for them to get acclimated to your feet. They're not immediately comfortable. And I learned my lesson immediately putting them on the Louis Vuitton store and attempting to walk around downtown Greece. It's not the best. So they do have to get acclimated to your feet, but once they are clouds of goodness. Obsessed with these shoes. So these are the Bom Dia Mules that I got in Greece. All right, so that was, when did we go to Greece? August of 2021. Fast forward, November, is it November? November of 2021, I have a sudden urge to go to Mexico City. Mexico in general is one of those countries I'm absolutely obsessed with. I have always thought about retiring to Mexico. It's just, I love it. So we decided to go to Mexico City. Now, mind you, I will say the prices in Mexico are not really that different than the prices in America, because they're still paying export tax. You still have to pay export tax for them to move the items from Europe to Mexico. You still have to pay the foreign taxes. So it's still not as good as shopping overseas in Europe. However, this bag was on my list, and I had already, I like to set certain accomplishments or certain things towards goals, and I was like, all right, if I can do this much in influencer income in the year, then I'm gonna get myself yada yada yada. So this was one of those. So we go to the Louis Vuitton store at the Palacio de Herrera in Mexico City, and I wanted the Pochette Metis in this print. They didn't have that print. They only had this print, and this was the last one. And so I got it. And I will have to say that there was a certain gentleman who was there with his wife that was not happy that I was getting the last one. So much so that he offered me the US price for the bag. And I politely told him thank you, but no thank you, because I really, really wanted this bag. And it was sold out in the States, and it was sold out online. And this was gonna be my gift to myself. Like, it was a combination of like, congratulations, you did it, you know, surpassed your influencer goals, and I had a birthday coming up in 2 weeks. So it's kind of like a plus. he wasn't getting my bag. So I picked up this little cute Pochette Metis bag. I love that it's like two-tone, so you have like the lighter signature print here. Of course, you have the normal signature print that Louis Vuitton is known for, and then that's kind of taken throughout the whole bag. I think I love this way to open the bag, because this is the same one as the Monceau. So you still open it the same way. Have ton, oh, I need to clean that out. What's in there? Oh, just a headband. 2 different pockets here. We also have the zipper back here, and the zipper is where I house that strap, so when it's sitting on the stand, the strap's not out. But she's a beaut. She's a beauty. All right, we're moving forward. It's 2022. We find out we are expecting. We actually found out Christmas Day 2021, but it's 2022 and we're trying to get all the things for the kiddo. And I'm, you know, husband's doing the important things like the crib and stroller, and I'm like, I wonder what diaper bag am I gonna get. That's what I'm worried about. I wonder what diaper bag. And then I immediately, because I've seen some people like Gucci diaper bags, they're all the rave. Like, I feel like all the influencers that have kids, they get the Gucci bags. And I'm like, I wonder if Louis Vuitton has a diaper bag. So I go to search, and they do. Fashion File didn't have it, but guess who did? The Real. So I picked it up. I need to check and see. Let me check and see how much it was, because it was a really good price. All right, had to quickly change my camera. Okay, so as I was saying, we have the Louis Vuitton. This is a mini Lynn diaper bag. She's a beaut. I like it because a lot of reviews, a lot of mommies were saying that they actually convert it into a weekender bag. So once the kiddo is old enough and he no longer needs me to carry his diapers and Pampers and wipes or whatever, I can make this into a weekender bag. So we've got a lot of different compartments. I paid $765 for this bag. It was original, I don't know what it was originally, and then it was on sale for $900, and then they had a sale for like an extra 25 or 30% off the kids stuff, and they considered this a kids bag. So we've got, we have a lot of pockets. Like, I like it, one, because it's Louis Vuitton bag, and I just didn't want to be that person that always had like a Gucci bag. So I do like that it's a Louis Vuitton bag, and it kind of matches my obsession with Louis Vuitton. But then there are a lot of different compartments. We both know how I am with organization, so I see myself thoroughly being able to be like organized with this bag. We've got pockets on the side, so I guess you can put like, I don't think it's big enough to put a diaper, but like pacifiers or something in it over here. We've got a section in the back. It opens on the inside, and we've got compartments here. It even has a little Louis Vuitton diaper changing pad. It's just the cutest thing. I was so obsessed. My husband was like, Alicia, you couldn't spend that money on anything else? And I promptly told him, no, I cannot. I'm excited. So me and the little kiddo will be styling and profiling in our Louis Vuitton bag. I'm obsessed. Okay, let's keep moving. All right, next up is a, I don't know what to say it. It's a self-care purchase. It was a self-care. I was feeling, I had just left one of my doctor's appointments, and I even vlogged it, but I had just left one of my doctor's appointments. I did consider it as like a gift because I did accomplish my Q2 goals at a time when I didn't think I would accomplish them. Like, I have done absolutely no pitching this year. For those people that are in the influencer industry, you know that's kind of something that you kind of need to be doing. Everybody doesn't pitch. I don't pitch as much as I used to, but I will at least, and when I mean pitch, I will at least pitch to the companies I previously worked with. Contacts I've already had. Hey, you know, just letting you know I'm here, and I've done none of that this year because even though this pregnancy has been a breeze, it's really been weighing on me mentally that we're going from a family of 2 to a family of 3, and we've been a family of 2 for so long. Like, our anniversary, our 9-year anniversary is coming up in September, and we're adding a child now. So it's taking a lot of me to get used to. Of course, my body is changing, and I don't like it, and I feel as big as a horse sometimes. I was like, I'm treating myself, damn it, because I want to. I want to. So I went to the summit, and I didn't even bring them here. Anyway, I have another COVID purchase. So, and I'll put them up here, but I bought these Louis Vuitton, I don't know if you guys can see them. It's the Louisa earrings. I bought them pre-loved from Fashion File either last year. No, last year was 2021. They got them in 2020. I got them sometime during the whole panoramic. So I got the big ones from Fashion File, and I knew I was like, I kind of want like an everyday earring. And so when I saw on, I think it was YouTube, one of the influencers had them in the small, I was like, oh my God, I want the small ones. And so I go to my Louis Vuitton store. Now, mind you, I've never bought anything in this store. I go for inspiration. I go to try on things. I go to get the exact name so that when I go overseas, I know what I'm buying. So I go in the store and I'm asking, I was like, hi, do you have the small Louisa earrings? Not expecting for them to have them. She's like, yeah, sure. And I was like, oh God, okay. So she pulls them out and I try them on, and God, like, how cute are these earrings? I'm looking here because this is where my mirror is. I should be looking at you guys, but sorry. They're just the cutest things. And I'm like, you know what? I'm having a very blah day. I actually haven't stress shopped. I normally don't stress shop. I normally stress eat, but I'm trying not to stress eat because I'm already eating enough for a kid. So I was like, sure, I'll take them. She's like, well, she saw my wrist, and at the time I had like a bunch of like gold on. She's like, have you seen our new collection with our bangles? No, I have not. And then she shows me the bangle. And I'm like, crap, I'm obsessed with this bangle. So then I also get the bangle. So this was my next to last recent purchases. I got these small Louisa earrings, and these are the prices on the website. Like I said, I didn't want to wait. I was very impatient. I was having a day, so I just purchased them full price from a US-based store. I didn't even bother, and here's the thing, I didn't even bother to go online to see if Fashion File had it pre-loved. And I've yet to go on there now, because if I see them, that they have them pre-loved and they're cheaper than what I paid for them, we're just not even going to do that to my mental health. So I did get the earrings, those small Louisa earrings, and then I also did get this cute bangle. And you've seen it in one of the vlogs that I recently did. I have no regrets because, like I said, it was in the moment. I was feeling some type of way. I wasn't even having a day. I was having a week. And I just wanted something to make me feel better. And it makes me feel better. And even now, I absolutely love wearing them together. So that's why I have them on. Why I have this bangle on. So I'm okay. I feel good about my purchase. It's my first purchase in the US full like retail. It probably will be my last, but I'm happy with my decision. All right, so my last purchase that I literally just made, I was influenced by one of my girlfriends introduced me to My Well Planned Life, or This Well Planned Life. It's a planner on Instagram, and I love like all of her planners that she has. And one of them was the A5 planner from Louis Vuitton. So I was like, I've seen her, like I've been following her since the top of the year, and I see the way like she like plans and organize and journals, and I'm like, I could be so much productive if I had a planner. So I go online on Fashion File, where I get all my pre-loved stuff, saw that they had it, so I picked it up. Loved it. Now, granted, because I bought it used, there's absolutely nothing in here. But I do love that it has the compartments on this side, and I did go ahead and order. I just got this in probably like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. No. Yeah, probably like 2.5 weeks ago. I actually just got around to ordering a refill planner and a refill journal on Amazon and Etsy, and it just hadn't gotten here yet. So I've had it, but I've gone from, June has just been a lot. You know, it's been baby shower, had to go to Orange Beach for work, came back, went to Cancun for baby moon. And so now that we're going into July and it's more of a relaxed, now I can catch up on all the things. That includes buying a planner to actually fill this in. But this is cute. This is the A5, so this isn't the biggest one, and it's also not the smallest one. It's like the perfect size. I got it because it's something that I can easily like throw in my purse or throw in my bag to be able to like plan. So I see myself using this as like a content planner, because I have this larger planner that I got. I want to say I got this from Target. I use this for personal, so if I'm having appointments or birthdays, or like if husband's going out of town, I'll make sure that I put it in this calendar. I also like to like journal my days, so like 2 or 3 sentences about like how my day is going, so I'll use that for this. But I anticipate using this journal as like I said, my influencer, and then even like the business journal. So if I am due for like a deadline for a collab, if I need to post something, if it's business related, I know I need to order supplies or order merchandise or just check and see when I want to plan like sales for the LivinFearless collection. This will be like the business part of me. So I'm excited. It's supposed to come in, well, it's supposed to come in yesterday, and Amazon said it was running late. Hopefully it'll be here today. So this is my most recent fresh purchase. All right, and I think that is it. Now, as far as the question, do you see yourself getting anything else Louis Vuitton besides the bum bag? And that's kind of like the version of Louis Vuitton's fanny pack. I think I'm done with Louis Vuitton. I got everything I really wanted to get. I got everything from, like, I got from shoes to sandals to bags. I don't think I'll ever get like a Louis Vuitton like luggage, because even overseas, that's expensive. Like, I like my labels, but I have a certain like price cutoff point. So I think besides getting the bum bag, and I have looked for that, I looked for it in Greece. They didn't have it. When we left Greece, we had like a day and a half left layover in Paris. I went to 3 different Louis Vuitton stores in Paris. They didn't have it. Tried to look for it when we were in Mexico City. They didn't have it. Tried to look for it when we just went to Cancun. They didn't have it. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to get this bag. And when I looked online, the pre-loved prices are just as much as like the regular price. So it makes no sense for me to buy it pre-loved if it's the same price as the new. So I'm just going to continue to search. Me and husband are supposed to be going to London next February for his birthday. So maybe I'll have better luck then. But that's the only bag where I'm like, once I get that, I think my Louis Vuitton collection will be complete. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I will link as much pre-loved stuff as I can. I'm not going, well, I'll link the new, like the jewelry and the bangle. I'll link that directly from the website if you guys want to get that. Everything else, I will try to find as many pre-loved options as I can, because I feel that it's kind of shady for me to give you guys the new links when I didn't buy it brand new. I feel like that's shady. But I'll try to give you guys as many pre-loved links as I possibly can. So if you have made it this far in the video, you have not subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. Also click the notification bell so you don't miss any videos from me. While you're here, guys, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and do all the things that the other YouTubers tell you to do. And I'm gonna catch you later.